Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. My name is Amanda if you're new here, and on my channel we like to do all things inspiring, which consists of a lot of homemaking content. Look at this snow. I feel like we're in a snow globe. It's so beautiful outside. The snow's just drifting on down. We have a wonderful 4-day weekend, so the kiddos are going to go out and play in the snow, but I am going to get some organizing taken care of. I am not one for the cold. I would much rather be inside and enjoy the beauty from in here. So I have several projects that have just been driving me crazy. I'm going to start off with this little coffee station. I'm in here every day making coffee. The kiddos like to come in here. They like to have hot chocolate and tea, and so I really just need to get this area cleaned up. There's like bits of sugar and honey and just things that have spilled, and so I'm going to clean everything out, give it a real thorough wipe down, and then I'm going to work on the top shelf. That top shelf just kind of gets chaotic, disheveled, everything just kind of gets thrown back in there. So I'm going to do some organizing, get it nice and clean, and then we'll move upstairs to the closets. I wanted to show you this really cute little honey dispenser that I picked up. I ordered this online. I'll leave it linked below if I can, but I just thought it was so adorable. The kids think it is just the most amazing thing in the whole world, and I tried to show them that, you know, when you twist it, it stays on, and then if you stop twisting it, it'll start dripping, and I'm like, oh, they might make a mess with this, and then here I go making the mess. So you know, it's not always the kids, sometimes it's us, but I just ended up spilling it all along the side. But I just thought this was so neat. I really love it. It was very inexpensive, like $13, and the kids think it's so cool to have it. They love having honey in their tea, and that is local honey from nearby, so we really enjoy having that. But now I'm going to move along to the closets. I told y'all it was crazy up here. I don't know. This closet just ends up getting crazy. I took the doors off. Actually, my husband took off the door because it just was such an inconvenience. This hallway's kind of narrow right between our bathroom, and the door was always open, and it was just getting on our nerves. So we decided to go ahead and take that down. But once I did that, I realized that I really need to start keeping my closet a little bit more tidy. So I'm going to start implementing some systems that will just make it easier for me to keep it clean in here. I feel like I had just had too much going on, and that's why I went ahead and put some of my off-seasoned items in a bin and then put those up on the shelf just so that they're up and out of the way. I really don't need them until summer gets here, and so I would much rather have them up there. But now I'm just going to go through some of the items and just kind of edit down what I have. Anything that I feel like I really just am not wearing during this season, I'm going to get rid of. I know I still really need to go through all of the jeans, but I'll do that on a different day. I feel like I need to try them on to determine whether or not I want to keep them, and I just wasn't feeling that today. I also will need to go through my spring and summer items really soon. Once that season rolls around and I realize what I'm wearing and what I'm not, I'll go ahead and declutter that as well, but I decided not to do that today. I really just kind of got everything organized and got everything just put away where it belongs. And then I wanted to clean up all these shoes down here because I feel like that if I can get everything up on the shelf, it'll just look so much nicer and cleaner. I just kind of been kicking my shoes off and just setting them on the floor, but I want to get more of a habit of putting them away in the spot that they belong so that it just looks more tidy in here. And when I'm vacuuming, I can just easily come into the closet, get a nice quick vacuum going on, and then just leave the closet without having to stop, pick up all the shoes, you know, that thing. So I'm just trying to implement some easier systems that work, where it's easy for me to do it. I can see the space on the shelf where my shoes are supposed to go, so it really can't get much easier than that. If there's an empty space, that's clearly where those shoes belong. So I'm just trying to implement that kind of a system because I feel like the easier it is for me, the most likely I am going to do it. It's the next morning and I got my closet all cleaned out, but I just need to go ahead and get this room nice and tidied up, get our bed made, all that kind of good stuff, grab the water cups, pull them out of here, and just, you know, just a regular everyday tidy up. This room will be the next makeover that I'll be doing. If you guys didn't see my last video, I'll leave it linked below. It was a spare bedroom makeover, but we really want to get in here and get this room done. There's a few things that we want to add and just spruce it up. You can see when we first moved in, we had some repairs done on the wall. We also did some painting. So you can see that part of the wall where the bed is painted and the other one isn't. And it's just, we need to actually go ahead and get some things done in here. We want to add some type of seating in here. This is quite a spacious room. We do have an office on the other end, but we have these huge bay windows, and I just want to add some type of seating in here to make it look really nice and cozy. I want to actually build our own nightstands. I'm looking for like a really tall specific nightstand. That this is why we have done nothing with this room, because I cannot find the nightstands that I'm looking for. I almost want it to be kind of like a council table, but I want it to be open, and so we're just going to build it. What we're going to do is actually put in floating shelves, and then that way it's connected to the back of the wall, but we're going to install 2 legs to make it look like it's an actual nightstand, but it'll be attached to the wall. And then I'm going to put baskets underneath, and inside those baskets is where I want to store all of our extra pillows. We don't have a ton of extra pillows, but we do have a few decorative pillows, and I just want somewhere to put them. And so we'll have to see how that turns out. If you want to see, hit the subscribe button. That'll be coming up soon. But look at this really beautiful view. I love how the snow is on the acorns and is just piled up. It looks so pretty. This is the view out of our bedroom window. There's a little creek in our backyard, and actually by the time I'm recording this voiceover, the snow is completely gone. So that just is how it happens in the Midwest. Sometimes you have snow and then 3 or 4 days later you don't. So, and we did have a really pretty view. I think outside of this window and our living room window, we just have the most beautiful views when it snows or during the fall or the spring. It just looks so pretty. But I went ahead and got this closet all nice and cleaned out. Like I said, I still have a few things I need to do. I need to go through the summer stuff. Those jeans, definitely need to try those on, because I know there's several pairs in there that I'm never going to wear again. But I'm still really happy with the way that this looks. I can come in here, all my winter stuff is organized. I know exactly where it is, and I can come in here, grab everything that I need, and it doesn't feel overwhelming. Because there were times before when we had the door on that this closet just felt like I didn't even want to step inside it, and I would just close the door and pretend like it wasn't there. So we're not able to do that anymore. We're going to have to keep it tidy from now on, and this is a good start. But I feel like our bedroom looks nice and clean. I love having the bed made. I love having the floors vacuumed. It's just one of the most satisfying feelings. But now I need to move along and get this little area right here. This is another one of those areas that is just a mess, and I'm trying to make it function for multiple things, and it's just not working out. And I actually went in to this cabinet with the intention to get the entire thing done, and I opted to only do the bottom. Sometimes that's just how it happens. I felt like I had the motivation to do the entire thing. Once I got done with the bottom of it, I was like, I'm gonna save those cords for another day, because I know once I pull everything out of there, I'm not gonna feel like doing this anymore. So I just quit while I was ahead, because there will always be another day and those cords aren't going to go anywhere. And so I would much rather just do a little at a time than overwhelm myself completely. Yes, I know I have alcohol upstairs in my bedroom in a cabinet, and I know it is bizarre. However, if you have teenagers, then you just know how it is. Our teenagers are really well behaved. I don't anticipate that they would go into the liquor cabinet. However, as an adult, it is smart to take certain precautions, and so we like to keep it upstairs in our bedroom so that in the event that someone did decide, they do not have access to it. It's just responsible, because you guys know how kids can be and all that. So that's why we keep the alcohol upstairs in our bedroom. We actually drink on occasion, but not very often. That is why we have so much alcohol. Sometimes people give it to you as gifts, and then you're not really sure what to do with it because you don't really drink it. And so a lot of this is what it is, or it's somebody brought it over and then left it here. My husband and I, when we do drink, we typically like to drink coconut rum with water. It just, I have a lot of digestion issues, and it just works the best for me. So that's what we typically like to drink. But these are all different types of drinks that other people have brought over, and I just really don't know what to do with them. So I think I'm going to start giving them away. Like when someone comes over, instead of bring your own beer, we're going to send you home with liquor. I don't know, because I really don't think we'll ever drink these. Some of them still have the labels and stuff on them. They're still sealed. So I think we're going to go ahead and give those away. But I'm just going through old picture books and stuff like that I have here. My daughter actually is really cute. She really enjoys to come and look at these. She has her own baby books and stuff that I've given her, but she really likes to come and look at the old pictures. She's always been like that. I usually keep picture books out in places just so that people can look at them if they want to. And so I'm going to put those in this bin and put that up on my built-ins. That way, if anybody wants to come in, or if I'm talking to one of my family members and I'm like, oh yeah, remember blah blah blah, I can pull it out and show it to them. So I just wanted to pull those out and have those accessible, because I love our picture books. They hold so much memories and they're really important to me. And so now I'm just going to get this place all nice and clean and wiped out. I just kind of dusted, and then I'm going to give it a thorough wipe down, just because we had alcohols and stuff in there. One of the bottles was like a mixer, and it was had sugar in it. I don't know. I had to throw it out because it was old, but it was like a lemon mixer. And so I wanted to make sure I got all that stickiness out of there. And then I'm going to designate this spot just for my birthday party supplies. So I don't have a ton, but just a little bit of decorations, some gift bags, a balloon arch, and the thing that blows up the balloons. God, thank God for that. It's so much easier. And then I'm going to put like my tripods and my camera accessories over to the other side just to keep this nice and organized. As I go through, I'm going to make sure that I designate spots. Like I said, keep it super, super simple for myself. This is where this item belongs. You don't have to sit here and find a new place for it. You know exactly where it belongs. You can take it and you can put it there. Or even better yet, if you need to ask somebody to grab it for you, you can specifically say, go upstairs. The furthest cabinet to the right on the bottom shelf is where my tripod is. I don't expect to be using that very much. However, that is how I want to have my house set up. In the event that I was off somewhere doing something and I had to call my husband and ask him to grab my tripod for me, then he would know exactly where to go because I have it in that specific spot. So as I organize, I am really, really trying to be specific where every item goes. But now that I got that cabinet done, I'm still motivated. I'm just done organizing today. So I wanted to go ahead and get the house cleaned up. This is a Sunday. The kids have off school on Monday. So it's kind of like a nice, relaxing Sunday. It's not like we're rushing around making sure homework's done. And honestly, I don't do any of that. My husband handles all of that. My daughter's graduated, but there's no it's kind of like an extra Saturday is what it feels like. It's just kind of a chill, relaxed day. We really don't have anything going on. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get this room nice and dusted and vacuumed and just really clean. Now that I got all that done, I'm going to move down to the main level and just get some things taken care of down here. We have pets. You can see Coconut. She is actually watching YouTube. There's channels that are for cats, and it's like birds and squirrels and different things. And we turn it on, and she loves it. She just sits there and watches it for a while. I've never seen it before, but my husband told me about it, and so we turned it on, and that's what she's doing. She's watching TV. But we just have pet hair always, all the time. The cats right now, I guess because the seasons are going to change soon, they are particularly shedding a lot, and I am just constantly in here vacuuming. I love the Tineco vacuum. It works great. It gets everything. It's handheld. It makes it easy for me. I can use my Shark. It has the attachments and all that, but then I have to go grab them, and this Tenneco works great, and it just makes it more convenient because it's right here, it's handheld, it's lightweight, it works great. You probably don't need 2 vacuums. You could get away with just having the one, especially if you lived in a small apartment. I would go for the Shark and just use the attachment, but I already have this guy. I love using it for my hardwood floors and all my upholstery. And so I'm going to get this nice and vacuumed down. We also have crumbs in here. We are really guilty of eating in our living room. We do not have a rule against not eating. Most of our meals, of course, we eat at the kitchen table or the dining room table. We also have a little bar area that the kids will often eat breakfast at, but there are times when we will set up little trays and come in the living room and do family movie night and have dinner. But most of the time it's like snack items. The kids have popcorn a lot in here. We do a lot of family movie nights and just a lot of pet hair, and so it's just really worth it to get in here quite often and just go ahead and get this all vacuumed. I'm doing this 2 or 3 times a week just because we really have to. Our one cat, Coconut, she is long haired and she has so much hair, and so it's just important that I get this all done. And like I said, I had some more motivation. I was just not in the mood to do any more organizing, so I just went ahead and went down here and got this area nice and spruced up, took care of the cat's toys. I swear it's like having little toddlers. They often have toys all over the place. We do keep them inside most of the time, and Coconut used to go outside quite often, and now when we take her out, we have to be with her. She cannot be outside by herself, and so she doesn't stay outside like she used to, and so she actually is a very, very playful cat, and she loves having her toys. So I'm just putting them behind the couch for right now so that I can get all this area nice and cleaned up and get all of her cat fur out of here, but I'll bring them back out later. But you can see her, she's just sitting here just watching that YouTube channel. She loves it so much. There's little like squirrels and chipmunks and birds and different things, and it looks like the people put out food, so it attracts the animals to come over, and she'll sit there and watch it. I turned on the vacuum and she's like, forget about it, I'm out of here, I'll watch my show later. But she really does like watching it. It's quite comical. But then I'm just going to go ahead and get this floor nice and vacuumed up. I wanted to ask you guys, do you have any upcoming plans for the summer? Any vacations? Anything like that coming up? I know I'm talking about summer, but y'all, I can't wait for it to get here. I am really, really ready for the summer. I am even excited for spring. Bring it on. Warm weather. I am totally for it. I don't know what we're going to be doing this year. I know the kids always have their normal activities. They go to a camp. They've been twice already, and so I'm pretty sure they'll be going this year. That'll be their 3rd year going, and they really, really enjoy going to that. They have a ton of fun doing that. We have other things like playing with friends. We usually do a 4th of July celebration, and that'll be over at one of my and my husband's really good friends' house that we often enjoy doing. We're trying to plan some type of vacation. We're not really sure what we want to do or where we want to go. What are you guys doing? Where are some places that you recommend we go? We've been to Florida several times with the kids. They say they want to go somewhere different. I like going to the beach. I don't mind it. But where else should we visit? Where are some good, nice vacation spots for families to go visit? We thought about maybe doing Colorado. We've never been there, but I don't know. I'm for the beach. Just take me to the beach. I'm for it. I don't care if we even stay right on the beach. Just take me near the beach. I want to see palm trees in warm weather. That is my jam. But I also would not mind at all sitting in the hot springs of Colorado right now. And from what I've seen, I've never been, but from what I've seen online, there are some gorgeous places in Colorado, just absolutely stunning and beautiful. So let me know, where are your guys' favorite vacation spots? Here's Coconut. We got her a little stool. We made sure to keep it quite far away from the TV just so that she cannot try to lunge at it. That is like one of our biggest fears. We do not want her to get hurt. So the kids set her up a little stool so that she could see the TV a little bit better, but far enough away where she can't get hurt. But you can see everything's nice and clean. We are gonna have to clean up this kitchen soon because my husband is making some delicious breakfast burritos for like a brunch type meal. So I'm gonna enjoy this